welcome to the Memory Lane 80s show on Spotlight TV. I'm Hayley Palmer. Really good to have you here with me on the show this evening. Now, you are in for a treat because we have got a very special guest for you. Yes, today we have broadcasting legend Mike Read on the show, and here is what happened when I caught up with him. Mike Read, it's great to have you here. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you, Hayley. Yeah, very, very good.
Yay! You've been doing your breakfast show this morning, bright and early.
Yeah, I get up at 6, do it at 7.
Wow.
So it's great. I look forward to it every morning. I sort of, people always say, how do you get out of bed so early? I said, well, actually, I'm looking forward to doing it. So that's what gets me out. And then at 9 o'clock you finish, so you've got the rest of the day to do all the other stuff you do. So it's perfect. You're not counting backwards. If you're doing a drive time show or a lunchtime show, you think, oh, hang on, that's another half an hour gone. So doing breakfast is perfect for me.
Yeah, I used to do a breakfast show, Mike, but I found that I was really enthusiastic and good. But by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was having an afternoon nap.
Well, it gets to you, No, I'm fine. I love it. I get on with all my other stuff. So the songs and the books and the blue plaques and everything. So, yeah, it's ideal for me. Ideal.
Well done, you. OK, your first song, Icicle Works, Hollow Horse. Why this song choice, Mike?
I don't know, it didn't get very high in the chart. It's a great rodeo record. Ian McNabb's a good writer. They had hits Love is a Wonderful Colour, Birds Fly, Whisper to a Scream. But this didn't get as high as it should. And I just love the lyric. I love the feel of it. I love the atmosphere on it. I love the melody. And it's a very, very good radio record. When you put it on, people go, oh, what's that? What's that? Or, oh, I love that song. So, yeah, it's one of those that's not... It's not overplayed. Sometimes, as you know, you get a song on the radio that gets played a lot and you go, yeah, it's good, but I've heard it so much that it's stopped being a memory. Yeah,
brilliant stuff. Well, recommended by Mike Read. Here it is from 1984, Icicle Works, Hollow Horse. Enjoy. Now, Mike, I want to talk to you about Saturday Superstore and Pop Quiz, because I know a lot of my viewers will want to ask me. I mean, the memories, Saturday mornings, they were just the place to be, weren't they?
It was great fun. You never knew who was going to turn up. We couldn't rehearse because I was doing the breakfast show on Radio 1 every day, and I had a load of other stuff. We had the Guinness books out, and I was doing gigs, and we had the Pop Quiz on a Saturday night, so we had no time to rehearse. And you'd be sitting there, somebody said, Elton's here. Oh, okay. And then Culture Club are coming a bit later. Duran are in at the end of the show. Oh, okay, fine. So it was 3.25 hours. It was the longest live show in the world. But not only pop stars, we'd have the political leaders on as well. I mean, Kinnock, Steele and Thatcher all came on. So it was a program that actually adults watched as well. We hit 10 million every Saturday morning. So it was an interesting show because, I think we had one of the first players for Wham, Aha, Howard Jones, Nick Kershaw, all those people that I was playing at Radio 1, and they said, who's around? And I said, well, this is quite a good track, and of course, if you're on top of the pops, and it was hitting then probably 15, 16, 17 million, and then you came on Saturday morning, that's another 10 million. If a small percentage bought it, you had a big hit record.
Yeah, we'll bring it back on a Saturday morning. It's not the same, Mike.
It's great fun. I've got to say, it was just great fun. It was live, so we were winging it. And you grew up as well because there was no rolling news then, Hayley, at all. So I had to deal with the Zeebrugge disaster as well. So you're going out of the fact that a number more people have died, and you're doing that with a bit of gravitas. And our floor manager, Cliff Pennick's giving me 60 seconds to come back to say, and here's Adam Ant. And you come out of Adam Ant and go back to Zeebrugge, see 60 seconds to get back into a different frame of mind. So, you learned a lot. I just thought I was having fun, but you actually learned a lot while you were there as well.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go into your next song, A Soul Asylum, Runaway Train. I love this song.
Yeah, again, it's a good radio record. I picked, 6 random ones, really, that I like. I wouldn't say, my favourites could change on any day. It's easier to pick your 1,000 favourites than your 6 favourites. So I've just picked 6 that I like playing on the radio that sound good. And Runaway Train, again, great radio record. The weird thing is that people are often put off by the name because Soul Asylum sounds like it should almost be a rap band, and it's a strange name for a band that had come out with a song like this. It doesn't quite fit the song, but Runaway Train is a great track.
It really is. He's good. Here we go. I'll see you after this. Mike, now I want to talk to you about your incredible broadcasting career. I mean, you were actually in your late 20s when you started at Radio 210, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't know how old I was. Yeah, mid-late 20s, something like that. I didn't really think about doing radio. A guy called Neil French Blake phoned me up and said, I want you to come and see me. And I thought he wanted me to play guitar and sing because I'd been in a few cricket matches where he'd heard me doing the commentary. And he said, I want you on the radio. And he put me on without hearing me. I mean, there were three reasons he said he put me on. I said, well, why do you want me? I said, I'm not a broadcaster. He said, you're going to be very good at it. And I said, oh, okay. Why? He said, there are three reasons. He said, one, you're very English. Two, you're mildly eccentric. And three, you're a bloody good opening bowler. And I said, what's the third one got to do with it? And he said, I'm starting a radio station cricket team and you're opening the bowling. I said, well, I already played for a team and opened the bowling. He said, you play for me now as well. So he was a great character. Neil was a most, I think when I did my book, I named three people that I felt were, I mean, a lot of people help you in your career, but he was one of the three people that I actually named to say he was very, very influential and inspirational in my career,
Oh, brilliant stuff. Well, just incredible. Now, we're going to go into your next song, The Jam. That's entertainment. Why this song, Mike?
Yeah, I love The Jam. I supported them right from the start. That's Entertainment was never released as an official single. It was imported and got into the charts. Where did that come from then? Great track. I played it live many times. I remember being at a cafe in the King's Road and some bloke came up. Normally people come up and say, oh, I love your breakfast show, or I love you, I've got one of your books or whatever. And this guy said, I was on a roadshow. I love your version of That's Entertainment. I thought, wow, that was a surprise. But I've always loved The Jam, and Paul Weller called me up when they were going to do their last gig, which was meant to be at Guildford, turned out to be their penultimate gig, and said, would you introduce us? And I said, oh, yeah, of course. So I'd rehearsed what I was going to say, talking about the history of the band. I had this 5-minute speech ready. Got out on stage. There are 3,000 people in the steaming heat, jumping up and down. And I thought, forget the 5-minute history, forget that. So I thought, this lot don't want a lecture. So I just said, please welcome The Jam, the best band in the land. Thank you. And that was it. My 5-minute speech I prepared went down the pan because I figured, really, that's all they wanted. That's all they needed.
Brilliant stuff. Well, you're welcome to introduce this next song for us, Mike.
It's The Jam, the best band in the land. Thank you.
See you after. Okay, Mike Reid, we've got a quick fire question round for you because I know you're a professional and you can handle it.
Okay.
Here we go. First song you ever played on the radio?
I don't know the first, but among the first were Movie Star by Harpo, who's Swedish, Ken LeRae, Together We're Beautiful, the original version long before Fern Kinney had a #1 with it, and a better version, in my opinion, the original by an Australian guy, Ken LeRae, who wrote it. That was an early one. Yeah, there were quite a few. Those were two that I remember. Let Your Love Flow as well. The Bellamy Brothers was another one that was played much that summer. So, yeah, some of those are amongst the early ones.
Great stuff. A song... Carry on, Mike.
No, I was also going to say, I did the very first Punk Top 20.
Oh!
That ran for almost 4 weeks. I say almost because Neil French Blake, our boss, clearly hadn't heard the first 3 weeks, and it was meant to be a sort of easy listening kind of station. And he burst in on the fourth one and said, what the hell is going on here? I said, it's the Punk Top 20. He said, no, it's not. I said, this is the 4th week. And he said, it's the last week, and stormed out again.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So it lasted 4 weeks, but it was great. I think Steve Wright and myself started together, and we did Read and Write Show because our names were Read and Write. We worked together so well on air, but Neil fired us every week. He said, you boys are amateurs, I'm going to sack you. And we thought, well, we've had a good run. 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months, we've had a good run.
Exactly. You're the next one. A song most listened to in lockdown.
I don't know, because I was mainly writing songs during lockdown. And also, of course, doing radio every day, you're listening to everything. You're not listening like most people who have songs on their iPod or something. You listen to it. I'm surrounded by music the entire time. So, yeah, it doesn't really apply to me, nor does the next question I think you're going to ask.
Okay, well, I'm going to change the next question. What's the song that you most like to play in the morning when you're driving to the radio show? Is there a song that you put on that completely wakes you up?
As my studio's in the house, no.
What's the song that you have your breakfast to? Is there some kind of song that just makes you go, yes?
No, I don't. No. I don't, because I don't play music while I'm waiting to do the breakfast show. What I will do, I'll come in and I'll program something. I'll bring some shreddies in or something, and I'll fiddle around, and I'll go, oh, I haven't heard that for a while. So I'll just play stuff to myself while I'm programming, and I do a loose structure each morning. So I'm going through stuff, and you think, yeah, I'll play that. Oh, that's great. I'll play that, because we're doing this new Heritage chart. We're playing a lot of great music from heritage artists. So
I've heard it. It's very good.
I listen through some of those, so yeah, it's good.
That's good. I need music all the time, Mike, honestly. I don't really watch much TV, but as soon as I get up, I've got the tunes going on because I need it. I need it because I'm rubbish in the mornings, but never mind. I try. And last one, your motivational song. Is there a song that you just put on and you just feel really good at any point in the day?
I think my most motivational song is one that I've always cited as my favourite song, and I only allow myself to hear it twice a year because I never want to get fed up with it. And it's from the first Yes album. It's a song called Survival, and I never, ever want to get fed up with Survival. It's the most wonderful song. It's just a song about life. It's about 6 minutes long, and I try not to play it too much on the radio because I don't want to get fed up with it.
That's true, because I'm that person that hears a song on the radio, finds out what it is by Shazam, and then just plays it way too much. And then you get bored of it. So you've got the right idea. Is it twice a year? That's what I need to do.
Yeah, about twice a year. I mean, when people used to buy records, you play the A-side that you bought it for, and then when you got fed up with the A-side, you turn over, what's on the other side? And you play that to try and like it.
That's true, but it's not the same as the A-side, is it, Mike?
Oh, no. Sometimes you're surprised. I mean, some artists did very, very good B-sides. I mean, the Beatles, the Stones, people like that. So you got really, really good value sometimes, Yes. And like the Beatles didn't put their singles, apart from the first album, on their album. So you bought a single that was separate. I mean, most bands now, you wouldn't think twice about not putting the single. Michael Jackson has 7 singles from one album, so you wouldn't think twice about it. But back in the day, the Beatles albums, by and large, apart from the very early one, didn't contain their singles.
The good old days, eh? Okay, your next song, Dream Academy, Life in a Northern Town, from 1985. Why this song, Mike?
I like the song, written by Nick Laird-Clowes, who's a good writer. It's got a terrific atmosphere. It's meant to be about Nick Drake. I've got all Nick Drake's albums, and for BBC Music Day, was it 2017, 2018, 2017, I think, we did 50 blue plaques around the country, and we did one to Nick in the Midlands. And I've always liked his stuff. He never got recognition during his lifetime. And he, since then, has become an icon. I mean, he never knew. This is meant to be about Nick Drake. I never quite saw why, but I like the track anyway. Life in a Northern Town, Dream Academy.
Here we go.
Salvation Army band played, and the children drank lemonade, and the morning lasted all day, and through an open window came, like Sinatra in a younger day, pushing the town away. He said in winter 1963, it felt like the world would freeze, with John F. Kennedy and the Beatles. Yeah. We followed him down to the station. No, he never would wave goodbye. You could see it written in his eyes as the train rolled out of sight. Bye.
Mike Reid, it's been such a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Now, I heard that you are a very good guitar player. I have seen you, a few little clips, and I wondered if you could give myself and the Memory Lane 80s viewers a little treat of something.
Yeah, I'm a better songwriter than guitar player. I always wanted to learn the guitar so I could write songs. So I never wanted to be, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, anyone like that. I wanted to write songs, so that's what I do. So I use it really as a vehicle. I could play something. I did some talks recently in the Baltic countries, and I went to St. Petersburg for the first time. And I went to the Aurora, and that was the boat where they sounded the gun that started the Russian Revolution. That night, I was doing a talk on songwriting, and I wrote this, and I said, I was inspired to write a song today when I was in St. Petersburg about the Aurora and the Russian Revolution. And somebody said, well, go on, then play it. And I said, so somebody went and got a guitar, so I played it. So I heaven knows how much you want, but anyway.
Let's go for it.
St. Petersburg, may the devil take you now. Blood was spilled the day they killed St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg, God have mercy on your soul. Revolution came and October rained St. Petersburg. The guns, the Aurora guns, ordering the sons beat the Roman off guns no more. St. Petersburg, are you praying to the sky? As the stars look down on a broken town, St. Petersburg. It's about 3 minutes of it. I know you probably only want a minute, so that'll just give you a taster.
Thank you so much, Mike. That was brilliant. Really good, really good. Now, I know you've done a lot of songwriting, haven't you, in lockdown?
I wrote one of the interesting songs I wrote was with a guy called Phil Springer. Phil is the oldest surviving Brill Building writer. He's 95 now. He had his first hit in 1949. He wrote The Next Time for Cliff. He wrote Santa Baby, of course, which Kylie and other Kitten people did. Great songwriter. And still writes a great melody. So we've written a song together called Lovers in London, which we just sent to Michael Bublé. And everybody said, if Sinatra was alive, this would be great for him. So great writing with somebody like Phil, who is still the old Brill Building writer. And he was the last composer to work with Yip Harburg, who wrote The Wizard of Oz. So you think that's passing the baton down the line. Wonderful.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff. We're going to leave everyone on your last song choice. It Bites, Calling All the Heroes. Great song choice there, Mike. Why this one?
Yeah, Calling All the Heroes is a great number. We were in the studio doing my first John Betjeman album when It Bites were in the other studio. And they said, oh, do you want to come in and have a listen? And they had a couple of tracks, All in Red and Calling All the Heroes. And again, it's a great radio record that you don't hear very much. I sort of try to pick a few songs there that don't get a lot of plays. Some get loads and loads of plays. But Calling All the Heroes is terrific, and it gets a good response whenever you play it. So, yeah, it's a good strident song, lots of guitars, lots of energy, and it hasn't dated.
Yes, absolutely true. We're going to leave everyone with that last song. But it's been such a pleasure to have you on the show. What a legend, everyone. It's Mike Read.
Thank you.
Oh, we've now come to the end of the show, but a huge thank you to the brilliant Mike Read. What an absolute honour to have him on the show, and just brilliant to hear all his stories and play out his favourite songs. Now, I want to say a huge thank you to you at home for tuning in every week, and your support is just wonderful and so appreciated. Thank you. If you haven't got in contact, then do. Details are on the screen below. I'm Hayley Palmer. Stay safe. I'm going to leave you with Mike's last choice, It Bites, Calling All the Heroes, and I will definitely see you next week.